Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another tournament stream. It's not just any tournament stream, it's my, well, aside from the finals that I did last year, actually, but it's my first own stream of the CIS server, and I'm actually quite excited because normally I can't stream CIS and EU both because the tournaments overlap and all, but for some reason, with the way that they've planned it now, I should be able to do this, finish, and then start the EU stream. So that's gonna be, yeah, let's say special, but I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. For some reason, my game looks weird. Hang on, let me fix that. This not, oh, that's the reason why. That's the one I needed. There we go. I'm just waiting for the tournament room invite. Hopefully that works because this is like a brand new account. I made it last season, but that's more like I wasn't sure if I was going to need an account for the RU streams at the time. So I just made it, and literally I've got one battle. So I'm just hoping that all will work as intended, and I still need to get used to the new camera commands, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to noob out in that way either. But we'll just see how it goes and we'll just have fun with it. Like I said, it is the first time for me streaming the CIS server, so that's going to be pretty epic. So let's have a look what we're going to do. I hope the sound is all fine, by the way. Like, ooh, there's a room. Let's join that first. This is what we're going to be streaming, TTYTT. Looks kind of like a t-shirt if you look at, yeah, as an image, but yeah. Lost Century versus Mercy Crocodiles. So that's going to be great fun. I've seen Mercy play last year and it was fantastic. So I'm hoping they're going to bring something similar now. Not sure if they know that they're going stream, but we'll see. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go before we actually go into the match. We're starting off on Dynasty Sprawl, but I'll first have a look at what I was going to look at here. These are the teams that we have on the CIS server. 7-star Mercy, TTYTT, G-Game, Linz, Quantic, XC90 and Blakey? I'm probably going to butcher all the names and I apologize in advance for that. I'm not even going to pretend that I know how to pronounce RU names, but I'll try my best to make something out of them. So, as per usual, there's a 5-minute delay on the stream. That's also why I won't be interacting with the chat all that much. And that has everything to do with everything you say that I respond to. You hear my reaction like 5 minutes later, and that's relatively useless. So yeah, there is that. I also apologize for any brain derps that I might have. In a video not long ago, I actually explained kind of what's going on with my health. But concentration and focus are a big issue, so I apologize for that as well, but I hopefully will be able to show you the matches in any case, and we're just going to have fun with it, like I said. Because that's basically what it is all about. Just have fun with it. It is a game at the end of the day, and this is like the pinnacle of gameplay for the game. First RU server, and then later on the EU server, and I can't wait. Whoop whoop. Gonna be great fun. So yeah. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go before we get a match. Mercy isn't here yet, but I've no doubt that they will be. There we go. Slowly but surely coming in. Probably wondering who the blip I am, but still. But we see TTYTT ready with 2 AMX 50Bs, 2 E5s, an IS4, an IS7 and a 1A3. 1A3 is an interesting choice to take. We haven't seen that often. Maybe he will be changing it, I don't know. Oh god, it's actually... I had like minor surgery on 2 thingies on my head earlier today, which means that I can't wear my headphones. Which means that I constantly hear myself, and that is really, really weird. Oh well. But here we go. Mercy has arrived with just under 2 minutes left to go before we go into the very first game of this best of 5. And it's gonna be cool. I mean, this format, it is very short. I missed around Romans because it always feels like more fair. You can allow your team... Your team can basically have a bad day and still do really good and get to the finals. In this case, it is double elimination, but it is very tricky. Not sure what we're going to be streaming after this. I think lower brackets, that would actually make sense. Not sure which one though. But yeah, we'll see. we should have 2 matches in any case. And then I need to end the stream and go prepare for EU, which will happen not long after. But it's only for like a few days that I have to do everything double, so I am looking forward to it, because RU meta and RU playstyle is just so different from EU and Asia and NA, of course. It's just very different, generally much more aggressive. Makes for very quick games, but it also makes it like highly interesting to see, especially since we don't see this all that often. So Mercy is ready in a Kranwagen, a T22 medium, 2 IS4s, a 1A3, an E5 and a mouse. So both one Kran, the enemy, the TTYTT 1A3 has been changed into a Kranwagen. But still interesting to see them though. If they land those hits, it can make massive difference, because it can eat so much HP in one go, but it is a bit of a liability to take. And here we go, countdown clock has begun, 5 seconds left before we go into the very first game of this evening. Whoop whoop. And here we go. I'm just really glad the invite worked, to be honest, with my one battle account. And like I said, I'll probably butcher all the names. They do look kind of normal in this case, so it should be okay. I'll do my best. So let's see. Really hoping that the camera controls that I have, that will work. There we go. Okay, will take some getting used to. But here we go. Both teams focusing on the base A side. That is where they're going to meet. I'm actually going to go to the middle. It's the voice volume is good. That's the most important part. Game volume should be very low. Matrolog's taking a hit there. Going into the base. Probably not expecting everyone to be there. That's a very big hit into Oya, who takes some more hits as a result. Matrolog's having taken some hits, but it was worth it because they've almost taken a whole tank out of the game. And the guns are trained on each other in this case. We have the E5s pushing through the middle, taking a hit as they do so. The mouse arriving. Matterlock's taking a few more hits. Oya having to be very careful, but there come the AMX 50Bs. And they're going to take out that Oya, I'm pretty sure of that. But that's costing them way much HP though. Twister is almost, I'm just gonna call him that. So T22, the 1A3 has been taken out. That was a liability, even though it has a very big gun. Forever Noob has been taken out. TTYTT sort of cleaning up house here. There goes Matterlock. He survived for way longer than anything. He was basically a trap. And Mercy kind of fell for it. Now we have Crocodile, Kabanchik, trying to drive away, but he is being focused by 3 tanks now, and he's not going to survive for much longer. There he goes. Slaylocks going back into cover. We have Nerve being set upon by 2 tanks now. The E5 wanting to keep him from killing them, killing the AMX 50B, but that didn't work out. At the same time, it is 4 versus 3 right now, one of which is the mouse, which is hard to get around. So they're trying to focus the E5 together, but here we had the IS4 that was being set upon by an IS4 and E5. That didn't go well. Slaylocks is not going to survive this, but it is still 3 versus 2. And Pashok is not looking too healthy. He's not going to make it, especially when that bounces. That was such an important shot. There goes Pashok, and now Vertuxan is the last one left. Vertuxan trying to get Visium. Oof, this camera stuff takes some getting used to. I keep pressing the wrong commands here. But Vertuxan not going to survive this, of course. But he's held his own for quite a long time. But there he goes. And the first match is for TTYTT. Let's have a look. For game volume, by the way, I put it very low because, especially when I have people on Discord, otherwise it will like completely... Yes, thank you. You can see how much I've played on this account. And there we go. Damage-wise, not even that far apart, but in this case, the 183, like I said, it is a tricky tank to take because it can work against you as much as it can work for you. And he was one of the first tanks to be taken out. But it was a relatively quick game. And we have Mercy now ready in 2 Kranwagens, 3 mice and 2 E5s. 3 mice is, again, it's always a risk because you've got a lot of armor, but you've also got all the weaknesses of the tank. And in this case, that is mainly speed and mobility. Whereas the TTYTT team, I'm just going to call them Last Century, I think, is taking 3 Kranwagens, 3 IS4s and an IS7. So again, that's a lot of tanks of the same type. The only thing is that Kranwagens, they don't have the DPM, but they are more mobile, especially with the speed boost. And of course, IS4s, the all-rounders, just like the E5, slightly different, but similar role overall. And in 40 seconds, we will know what will happen in the second match. It is a best of 5, so the first team that reaches 3 victories is through to the upper bracket finals. The team, well, not finals, the upper bracket in any case. The team that loses now is going to go to the lower bracket, is not out yet. Basically, you can afford to lose 2 matches here before you're out. Well, you can afford to lose 1 and then you have to win. That's basically it. So the pressure works a little bit differently here. I kind of like this format, but I'm not sure how nice it is because of this. Yeah, I'm not sure. It will be tricky in any case, but here we go. Into the second game. Whoop whoop. To be fair, Mercy, not disappointing. TTYTT, I don't know them. But it is very typical Russian game. You don't focus much on capping. It's just very aggressive. But to be fair, I don't really mind that. There we go. Again, I apologize for any camera derps that I might do. This is my first time actually working with the new controls. I haven't done it yet. Which is probably stupid of me. I should have practiced, but still. Now, both teams are split up more. More of a B and A coverage together. Shots are being fired, but no damage has been done on either side yet. Matterlocks going into the middle. Trying to get that base B before the mice arrive. He might actually get away with it, actually. Because those mice take a long time to get anywhere, and then he can just pull back. And they're not pushing more, because of course you have some IS4s there as well, so it's going to cost them HP if they do that. And that means that TTYTT now has the cap advantage. The mice are making a move, together with the rest of Mercy. Sphero, oh, he is getting wrecked here. And he can't really go anywhere, because you have the mice behind him. And they're just pushing him right now. The Kranwagens in the E5 before him. And that is one very fast leader tank. Holdix now being set upon. Visium not wanting to be there. Oof, the E5 has gone absolutely wrecked. Russian focus fire here. Something 666, not long for this world either. But someone has to have a shot, and there he goes. Holdex still alive. And in this case, the mouse. They're large, they're bulky, they do have the armor. But it's taking them quite a bit of time to take out the tanks. At the same time, it is 4 versus 4. 3 of them are mice, which will be difficult. Crocodile is not going to be long for this world either, but we are following Visium as he tries to get out of sight of the mice, but that is not going to happen with the track shot. Crocodile has been taken out, and one mouse has decided to focus on Visium, whereas the rest of the mouse is trying to focus on others. And it's going to take Nerf a bit of time to get there. Pashuk has been taken out. It's 2 mice versus 3 tanks that will have more DPM and more mobility. They can't really help this. They are going to... Mercy is not going to win this. I can call that based on just the mobility. Even if the Kranwagen has little DPM, they can get around. Actually, no, I should take that back because it's not all that certain yet. At the same time, with Vertexon now a near one-shot, Nerve is trying to shield his teammate. Vertexon getting to live another day, but there he goes after all, and now it is 2 versus 1. And yeah, I do need to stick to my original statement of TTYTT taking this one home as well. Because the thing is, they're more mobile, they can get around the mouse. The mouse has the armor, he is in a relatively good spot, but at the same time, these guys are pros. They will know how to use Premo, and they will know how to use Premo on a mouse. So even if he were to bounce a shot or two, it's not going to be enough. He has a dehydrated corpse next to him, twisted up, trying to shield him. But technically speaking, he will only need one more shot in order to take out the mouse. And he has plenty of HP to lose in this case. But he doesn't lose any more. And that's the second game. That's a lovely camera on the Kronwagen, to be honest. If not for the Needhug looking so fantastic, I might consider it. Damage-wise, it is very close together. I have to say that. But this is what I mean with taking 3 of tanks at the same time. They did the most damage in their team, don't get me wrong. But you have the bulk and you have the slowness, and that can just really work against you. Especially, the funny thing is that they're making this choice of tanks in such an aggressive playstyle. Everything I've always seen from the RU server is rather aggressive gameplay. And then it's not necessarily weird, but it's surprising to see so many mice in the team. So now the pressure is actually on Mercy, because they have to win the next 3 games in a row to take home, to go through to the upper bracket. And if they lose one more, then they are through to the lower bracket instead. Again, they're not out yet because you have the lower bracket, but still. But we have Lost Century ready in a Vigors, 2 AMX 50 Bs, 2 Kranwagens and 2 Mice for Oasis bombs. And they're going to go up against a Batchat, 2 T22 mediums, a Kranwagen and 3 E5s. So again, that's Mice on Oasis bombs. Yes, it can work, don't get me. I'm surprised at the tank choices. It's so unlike what we see in EU and what we see on Asia as well, actually, and NA. RU server is a whole different game, so to speak. Which is interesting, don't get me wrong. But it's just, I'm surprised to see the tank choices. But that's also one of the reasons I wanted to stream CIS server, because it's just like, it is unpredictable, especially for us EU people. RU meta is different, and it's fun to see. So I will probably be surprised throughout the next couple of days streaming RU. But here we go. Into the 3rd match. Potential match point for Lost Century. Let's see. I think I need to get used to most about the new camera commands. There we go. You have to, the speed is like very low, and the buttons for going up and down have changed. So I keep pressing the other ones that I used to need, and it doesn't work. Mercy aggressively spotting, but everyone from Lost Century has gone to town. The mice are spotted. There's a shot being taken. Oof, but the Batchat takes a shot into him as well. Base C and A are being taken. And this means that Mercy has a slight point advantage. This is the first time they've actually gone for the bases. I actually quite like that. Mercy holding in the desert. Posture going to the middle. Probably mainly interesting to not let base B be capped. The mice are holding. You can't really do much about them, especially once they're in proper side scraping positions. But thing is that Mercy doesn't really need to make the move in this case, because they capped their base just a little bit earlier, but at the same time they have the possibility to take base B as well, if they're careful and if they're willing to lose some HP over it. So let's see. Mercy holding in the desert, a little bit in the city, mainly just to avoid base B being kept. Last Century seems a bit unsure what to do, but kind of ready for action from all sides. The Kranwagen, Vickers, Amex, all holding there. With the mice I should say, in the middle, prepared for a base B take or a rush from the desert side. And this is basically still mid gaming. We have Krokodil Kabanchik crossing up behind. I'm not sure what he's going to do. Let's follow him for a little bit. He is taking a look here to see if he can spot anyone. But none of them are here, and he needs to be careful. You can't really just go in with a bad chat. Yeah, they know that they have to be there, that most of the team has to be there. Let's see. So right now we're just circling basically because of nothing to show you. Nothing is happening. Well, no, that's not true. There's always something happening, but it's more like there's no pushes yet. There's no base camp yet. No one is making moves just yet, but communication will be on point with these tanks. We have the Vickers going to take a look, probably wanting to see the bad chat. 3 fell down, and that will have been a sign for the bad chat if he's been looking that way. Vickers not actually spotted yet, and he's going back. This is actually kind of fun. This is what you see with spotting mechanisms. And they're just like trying to outspot each other, but it's not working for either because they're not spotting each other. 730 points, not much happening. Poster, just gonna call him that. Poster driving around. And we have potential movement by Last Century. The Kranwagens and the AMX are moving. I think in this case the easiest target for them to take would be Pashok. But there's a bunch of teammates behind there. And that can make it tricky. But they don't seem really eager to do anything really. I mean, just look, they're holding. They're holding in places where they can see and support each other, both teams. We now have a mouse going in, losing HP as he does. The other mouse is with him. Nerve gets hit brutally there. And some more. If they take this base, then they have the game, basically. They kept it together. This is what I meant. If they're willing to lose some HP, they can take it. But now, Slaylox is almost gone. He is a large target. He is... Oof. Matterlox is actually the one being focused, ironically enough. But there goes Slaylox. And now they're standing in the base. Mercy taking the advantage back here. As long as they survive, they're not even going to stay in the base. All they need to do is take out Matterlox, and they do. And then they hit 1k and they've got the match. This was so close. It was such a brilliant move by the mice, but they're big targets. And basically, well, it wasn't necessarily a trap because it was a conscious move. They had to do something in order to try and win. But those two mice losing their lives, they kind of almost won the game, and at the same time, it's because of them that they lost. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we have 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the fourth match of this best of 5 again. Match point for Last Century if they win. But I'm loving this, honestly. We see Last Century taking a Vickers, 3 E5s, nice 4 Kranwagen and 2 and 5B. Versus a Vickers, 2 T22 mediums, a Kranwagen, 2 E5s and a 2 on 5B as well. That is interesting though. I kind of like, we haven't seen the 2 on 5B much in the tournament series, as far as I know so far. It's like, it is useful and has the DPM and all, but like I said, it's interesting meta here. I like it. So let's see, just going to have everything ready for the next match. "14 seconds left to go before we go into the fourth match of the best of 5. But see, this is why I felt that I would be okay streaming this, because if this match ends in between now and 10 minutes, which it probably will be with the speed of the games that have been happening so far, that means that if the second matchup is similar in game length, then I will be able to finish this stream, go to little girl's room, and start the stream after. So let's see, what are they going to do? Crocodile Kabanchik wanted to go to the corner. Mercy pushing towards the desert, except for something and the crocodile. And basically similar things happening on the other side, but we have Holdex arriving now. And the question is, will Holdex lose a lot of HP for that? Baba definitely is. And they are pulling back, which is a wise move with all those E5s there. Holdex holding better than I thought he would. We have Vickers on Vickers on the other side. This is going into a hold down thing. Let's have a look. Kranwagen and Vickers versus Kranwagen and Vickers. Crocodile. Oh, that's a big hit. Crocodile is taken out. That's the tank to lose very early in the game. And now something is basically in trouble, because he's now alone, and even though the Kranwagen does not have the DPM, Baba has also been taken out here. Something can't really do much against them. Nerve is arriving, but Mercy has already lost 2 tanks. And now Sverok has been taken out. Metalox is not looking too healthy, but Nerve is almost gone as well. Forever Noob has been taken out. Holdex survived all the way until this moment. And now we have Metalox still alive. Let's see, I understood that this should bring me... There we go. And there goes... impossible to pronounce. Visium not looking too healthy, but with the eyes full, and now the Vic is arriving as well. Vashok stands absolutely no chance, even if he might get another shot, and there he goes. But now we only have something left, and he is focusing on a healthy target. Not that it matters in this case, he's not going to win it. And that means that Lost Century is through to the upper bracket, and Mercy is through to the lower bracket. Wow. That was unlike the Mercy I've seen before, to be honest. They didn't seem to be themselves. But very well played by Lost Century. Very, it's weird, I can't call it anything but like patiently aggressive. I hope that makes any sense at all. So that is the first match up and over. I will adjust the game sounds now. Thing is, I've got it like this low, because I don't want it to be too loud and like drown me out or something, which is easily done. This is a bug that they've got everywhere. Let's have a look. When is the next match? 7-star engine. Oh, that would be a fantastic match, not gonna lie. In 35 minutes, I think. Oh no, wait, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the upper bracket, so now we have the lower bracket. So let's see, should be here. Against G-Game. That's also tomorrow. Oh no, wait. Ugh. Sorry, like I said, I'm brain derping. That's the upper bracket, of course. In just under half an hour. There we go. That's the matchup that we're looking for. That means I'm going to show you some replays. I've got some good games lined up. Games that I'm also curious to see. I'm going to start with something that is epic. And I'm going to follow that with something that is supposedly funny. So we'll have a look. And there we go. Hopefully that will work. Here we go. I've been curious about this one because I've seen the result. And I've been told that it's funny and epic. So I'm kind of curious. This came out, I mean, oof. To be fair, I really do hate it. It's really ugly. There we go. Into the game. Into the test. It's actually the same map that we've been on like the last 2 games. This is a tank I honestly don't drive often. I much prefer the spaghetti. And the spaghetti much prefers me as well, to be fair. If there's any tank that I've aced much, and Lord Cantius will vouch for that, it's the spaghetti. For some reason, especially when he's my teammate, he and I just work really, really well. Base being kept. Death Star being shot. Lots of chat happening. They need to take out the one shot. At the same time, they need to take out the base as well. To avoid that being capped. Yes, Sheridan is gonna go, I think. There's a tortoise. And the E4. But that's not the tank you want to shoot here. That's the tank you want to shoot. There we go. Ooh, he's not alone there. Considering that barely reset anything. Very nicely done. Just casually take him out. Yeah, that's not your target. That's the target you want. There we go. Now you've got time. So let's see. That's the base being taken out. Everyone else is here. Oop. That was a little bit of a glitch. He's got some nice teammates left, but he has to be careful. He is in a tricky position. And he seems to be a bit unsure what he wants to do. There you go. And going straight after the IS-4. There's another IS-4 there, so he has to be careful not to get shot by him. In this stage, you really want to preserve all your HP in the situation that they're in. Oof, that bounced though. That's a big gun to bounce. Oof, that missed though. Oh, that not doing any damage is dangerous. Not sure what he was trying to do there. One eight three is over there. 28 HP left. Oof. Oh my god. That's a very big... I know how this ends, and I'm very curious to see how on earth that's even going to happen now. This might explain it, actually. Okay, he's not wrong. It is funny. Just what? Jaeger dying there. He's literally saving the game. He has 28 HP. And he's actually winning. He just needs to be careful of the 183. And that was very needed as well. Tortoise is like totally stuck. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh my god. This is utter potato. Utter potato. Oh my god. You can't if you didn't see this, you wouldn't believe that this has actually happened, honestly. That is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen. Oh, don't be mean like that. Don't be mean to the potatoes. Oh my god, though. That's the rest and the 7k damage and a curl ban of. That's too weird. No. The weirdest game was everyone going AFK. This is one of the weirdest games I've ever seen, honestly. Wow. Okay, so we've got some time left, and I've just seen the object of the game that I want to see next in the chat. So let's have a look. What is happening in this 215B game? Like, by the way, if you want me to show you replays, basically get aces tomorrow, because apparently there's lots of update news. I think it's happening tonight, and that means that all the replays that I have now will basically be void tomorrow, which means that tomorrow evening I will need new games. So by all means, once the update hits, get aces and share them on my server, and I will show them off on stream. Let's have a look. In the meantime, I have to say my head is absolutely killing me. This is not funny. Oh, it is funny, but it's not funny. Capping the base before taking any chances. Doing a tiny bit of damage with HE. Let's have a look. At this stage you always want to be careful because you don't know what's going to be peeking, and by the time you are back in safe cover, that is tricky. Nice! Can't believe that hit actually. Just how, I mean, if you see that the... Oof, that's a fire. If you see that the E4 is stuck there, why, when you were a tortoise, do you just decide, oh, I'll just drive next to him? Or if it was, I'm not sure which one went first, honestly. But why would you just drop down in the same position as your teammate when he's stuck? Makes no sense. There we go. Mutsu turning around and going into another direction. Again, tricky position to go in, especially since he doesn't have any targets here. There we go. And there's a waffle. That's going to be the end of the waffle. There you go. Ooh, AMX 50B coming. But his teammate is there to take the shots for him. I'll probably need to, like... Do you hear the music then, though, Andy? Because I've got everything set to soft, so you might not, actually. I mean, I don't mind if it's not, but still. There we go. Oof, nice little fire. That's definitely a one shot now. There we go. He needs to not get shot by the E100, otherwise he's going to be dead. Let's see. E100 and E3 last remaining targets. I've been looking. This is specifically the moment that I wanted to show this replay for. This is I mean, this moment. It's seriously one of the weirdest things ever. And there he goes, airborne robots killing the dreary dap. First class 4k damage. That dropping down though, and just like being on top of your enemy. It would have been funnier if he had actually let you stay there, to be fair. But funny game all the same. Let's see, what else have we got? Yusuf is in the game. Is in the chat, I should say. I'm gonna show one of his as well. And then we'll see if we can fit in one of Ohen's. And then I've at least met the quota of people in the chat getting to see their replays. In the meantime, I kind of need some light. I should have thought of this before I started streaming, to be honest, but still. But luckily, I have a remote control that lets me activate my light. Like this Philips Living Colors light. I absolutely love it. It's like you can set the color of the light to anything that you're in the mood for. Pantera, a tank that I really love. This camera actually looks quite nice. I've got the legendary on it though. Let's see. I always go to the corner here if I can. It kind of depends on what the team composition is and the enemy team composition and kind of where they're going, because you don't want to be like all alone on this side. That generally leads to you getting rushed and murdered. That's like 3 damage. That Hori is completely stuck there. You can't really do anything. There we go. This poor guy. He's going. Oh, no, he is actually missing. I thought that you would take a shot there, Yusuf. And then we have the Sue trying to do the same thing, and also... Okay, now Yusuf misses also, but also missing. Hey, whoops. But it's just like... that should be like the slogan of this game right now. Don't play Blitz, save your brain cells. Because it is really bad these days. Like, I don't remember it being this bad before. I think it's also because the newbie matchmaking is broken, which probably hasn't helped matters. The challenger not happy. Yusuf, go to the corner. Nice. Cheeky shot. Pantera has been taken out. You're free to take the corner. That is 3 damage. Oh, that works. Emu 1, an opponent you don't really want to meet though. T-34 and inadvertently protecting his teammate. There we go. Okay, then I need now know what to. There you go. Let me know if you hear it now. Well, yeah, for you 5 minutes, but still. Emil, the only one left now. A little bit of track damage. Casual game, this actually. It doesn't feel like a die-hard game. Not like intense, like proper damage and all, don't get me wrong. But kind of like the FV game. It's like... it's just the game. Nice first class, all the same though. And let's have a look. We should have enough time for one of Ohen's games. And... I'm going to go for this one. Ohen in the Kranwagen. Dun 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 dun. I actually love the Kranwagen. It's like, it's not my favorite tank. I like fast tanks more at the moment. But I just love the whole auto reloading system. And oof, I do love this camo. But again, on the Kranwagen I would use the Needhog. Because it's just fantastic. Let's see, he's got the speed boost activated. Oh, I know what moment you're seeing right now. You're just seeing him drop on top of the IS-7. Let's see. Oof, no shots. Nice cheeky shot. There we go. All you want to do is get those 3 shots in and then just reload in peace. Nice. Nice high roll as well. He's got a nice teammate behind him. Like, hold down, this thing is such a monster. But if you turn your turret, that's the tricky thing. Oof, nice double tap. I like teamwork like this. He's not happy. Oh, bless. Oh, no, Owen. I went with the other one. With one of the other ones. Mainly because I already showed the Pantera. I figured that it would be good to show a different tank. And a different tier at that. Nice high roll. Nice bounce as well. Thing is, he got the HP to lose, but he's just got some nice teammates here. And when you're starting to get into a position like this, in a situation like this, it's good to have the HP to spare. Oof. Ori has been taken out. Nice. There goes Spaghetto and the Pitbull. 4 versus 4. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Rochetto listening, that's also fantastic. Oof, that's the end of the waffle. Great teamwork this. Lovely to have like that teammate behind you. And that's actually winning you the game here. They are working together so nicely. There we go. And now it's just the T95. Of course. Focus the other tank. Is that the one that just shot you and was straight in front of you? And... oof, Spaghetti takes him out. But that's a lovely game though. Lovely teamwork game. I like that. That's the kind of games that I actually really like showing. Like when you have a teammate behind you, it shows what magic a tune can do, so to speak. And that's, yeah, I like that. So now we just wait for the next invite, I think. Yeah, about 2 minutes before it comes. So no more replay for now. Like, I can't speak symbols. I have no idea what he says. I can guess though. But yeah, just to show, I can never play it a game on this account again. Like, look at this. Oh god, it's actually... it's counting the tournament battles. Oh my god. But yeah, I have one actual game. And it is the win. It's not even an ace. But I got a rest. Oh my god, it was so funny when I got this though. I was like, wait, what? And the fact that it's not even an ace, that just, wow. But it was funny. So yeah, I can never play this account again. It's fine though, because I literally only have it to stream. There's like a polar bear there. It's nice. Never noticed that before. It's a cute little tank. So yeah, one more matchup. Not sure which one that will be, because I'm noob. And I haven't been told. But yeah, don't know. And after that I will end this stream and start the EU one. And for EU, let's see, I'm going to be streaming EG versus Veil. So that's gonna be fun as well. Boop, boop. So yeah, there we go. Ooh, we've got Mercy again. Boop, boop. That's like, I saw that comment. And if you're gonna say anything like that, you can't see anything on my channel ever again. Just know. Well, 4.5 minutes left before we go into the actual game. Galeki. Let's see if we can discover what Galeki stands for. No idea. Oh my god, honestly. Like, again, I'm probably butchering all the names here, and I do apologize. It's, yeah. I can't speak Russian. But I will try to make the best of it. That guy, the E5 on Merseyside, I'm just going to go and share. Share. No, I'll go with share. But again, probably pronouncing it all wrong. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to go before we go into the first match, which will be on a rock field. Again, it is a best out of 5, so the first one to reach 3 victories is the one that wins. Let's have a look. This is kind of like the boring part. Because I haven't watched any of the games before, I don't know the teams that well. I don't know how they've... Well, obviously they've done good because they got here. But yeah. In the meantime, this is so weird though. Like, in order to protect the 2 wounds that they made on me today, they kind of used like a plastic spray, but it made my hair feel like rope. And I can't wash my hair. I'm not allowed to yet, which is driving me insane. Real life problems with Joe. First world problems with Joe, I should say, because this is like Yeah, there's way worse things. But oh my god. 2 minutes 20 seconds left to go. We see Mercy ready in 2 spaghettis, an IS-4, a Kranwagen, 2 E5s and a 215B. And Glakey is still deciding what they're going to be taking. For some reason my breathing is like very high. I'm not sure why. I will use the time between RU and EU to do some breathing exercises, I think. Glakey almost ready. We see a Vickers, we see an E5, a Kranwagen, an IS-4, a T22 medium and possibly 2 AMX-50Bs. Rockfield, always an interesting map. I played realistic on it earlier this week, last weekend I should say, and it was a disaster. I'm really, really bad at realistic, but I had great fun with BPS, so that was good fun. Still Miko. Miko just needs to ready up, and then we're good to go. One minute left. There we go. Both teams are ready. And now we just need to wait until the game actually begins. ON. But yeah, I've got a lot of good games that I could be showing you right now. I will be showing another few later on in the EU stream. So that's something at least. But I got like 15 or 20 of them. And I can only show maybe 3 or 4 more. Oof. "22 seconds left to go before we go into the game. The first game of the second matchup of my very first CIS server stream. Whoop whoop. And here we go in a few seconds, that is. Not much to talk about. I can complain about my real life some more, but I don't think that will be good fun for you. Here we go. Vertuxon taking the 7-star avatar. Because why not? And let's see. This is also like stupid, because you have to adjust the camera speed to go up or down faster as well. That's so weird though. We have Galeki heading towards the base A side, with a little bit towards C to spot, which is exactly what the Virgin Vickers Blessed oh my god, that was a brain derp. What the Vickers is doing here, it's because the Blessed Virgin Mary, that's why the weird thought that went through my head there. A little bit of HP being lost by Crocodile. They can't push B as they probably wanted to. Vig is now taking base C. And that means that Mercy is under a bit of pressure here. Nerf being quite forwards. But basically saving share as he gets a cheat and doesn't cap base A. Nerf taking a bit of damage as well. AMX immediately reloading. Share trying to cap again. That didn't hit. And there we go. That's giving them a base, but they are quite a few points behind already. So they'll probably need base B or seal base C, which is probably what they're going to be doing here, because you see the 215B together with the 2 spaghettis. They have moved here unspotted. But of course, they're not going to be alone. Base C is not going to be unprotected. And they know that much. They just don't know who's there. Prodis overlooking base B. Crocodile moving into a bit more forwards position. I think they're hoping that the Vickers might run their way or something. Pashok now spotted. Crocodile and Vertuxan now as well. Crocodile immediately getting shot at. T22M and Defender have been spotted. Pashok losing quite a bit of HP there, but not as much as you'd expect. Saver losing a bit of HP as well. Mercy holding base A, but they can't steal base B, base C, so they will have to probably focus on base B, which is not going to be easy for them either, because that is defended. Proteus getting spotted, losing a bit of HP. Vertuxan having run around. Proteus now set upon, and at the same time we've got the IS-4 and the E5s here in the middle, holding base A, but it is a tricky position to be in because you can get crossfired. Blessed Day is getting a cheeky shot on the other side. They want to take out Leota. Again, probably pronouncing that all wrong, but Leota. And they're going to go after Mary Lou. But now Forever Noob is hopelessly caught out. E5 and Vertuxan are arriving. They're going in for the kills. Mary Lou has been taken out, but it's cost them quite a bit of HP to do that. Miko is close behind though. He's only got a one shot left. He does take it, but there he goes. Forever Noob is taken out. Crocodile as well. Leota got set on fire, I believe. That's going to be the end of him soon in the next reload, but Cher is going to go first. It is 3 versus 4. And Glakey has the upper hand. 3 versus 3 HP wise. Mercy now has the upper hand. But the thing is that now Glakey is on their own. They can take some more hits, Mercy. They're basically stacked together. Base A and B now being stolen. They're at 860 points. Glakey is not going to go for survival. Not going to go for kills. They're going to go for points, because if they get those bases and then they run off, which is exactly what Blessed Days will do. Now we only have Defender, and they're getting a lot of points very quickly. This is very, very clever gameplay by Glakey. Realizing they're going to be outgunned, realizing they're going to lose their tanks, and taking it on points by capping multiple bases at the same time. And leaving one of the teammates to die. Very, very clever gameplay. I'll happily stream games like this any day of the week. Because it looks to be going in one direction, then like... mind blown actually. This was fantastic. I'll happily take any match like this. 1.5 minutes left to go before we go into the second match on Rockfield. In this best of 5, no real pressure just yet. Like I said before, the team that reaches 3 victories first is the one that is through. And basically the team that loses here is out. It is a double elimination. Both these teams have already lost once. And that means that if they lose again, they're out of the tournament. But when you see them play like that, I kind of want them both to go through. I mean, Mercy I've seen last year in the RU finals and it was fantastic. They're not quite in the same shape now. But to be fair, Glakey pulled a fantastic move there. And this is a little bit questionable. They're now taking 6 Kranwagens and 1 Vickers. And we see Mercy taking a Vickers, a T22, a Kranwagen, 3 E5s, and potentially a 215. Nope. Pashok has changed to a Kranwagen as well. No, it's gonna stay a 215B after all. But I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with so many Kranwagens. Oh my god. 19 seconds before we go into the match. I won't pretend I'm pro. I've sort of been like out of it this whole season, and I've kind of missed it, but at the same time I've not regretted it because I needed the time and the rest. I moved mid-January and it's just been insanely busy. And here we go. Into the second match with the one of the strangest lineups we've seen. Oh god, this new camera commands. Why couldn't I just leave it as is? So the crown, this is interesting. They're not even making like a crazy push with all the crown wagons. We have Blessed Days moving into spot. But we see that Mercy is sticking closer together, probably expecting a push from a lot of crown wagons. Challenges is only one best out of 3, so literally the games end faster, start sooner. To be honest, that is one of the reasons that I wanted the championship, especially since I know that I can fit it in the time if we don't have all 7-minute smart matches, but that generally doesn't happen. Blessed Days got almost deleted there, and Mercy also taking the base. We have Miko, who is caught out there. Nerf, not sure what to do. He has been unspotted so far. Prody's taking a bit of a hit there. Thing is, Kranwagen, you can see, is such a tall tank. It cannot safely cap this base, so even unspotted, he is taking quite a bit of damage just by trying to cap. And that's the thing with tall tanks. T22, Batchat, Vickers, well, Vickers even tricky, but like they can all cap their base relatively safely. A Kranwagen, especially when you have people on this side trying to shoot you, cannot. Now we have base B being spotted. And I think we're going to have Crocodile that is going to take a hit. Both ends. No, he's actually resetting it without getting hit for it. He has to be careful though, because he is still spotted. And they have the bases. They can just like wait for it. He does reset it again. And now we have something arriving at the back. That is cheeky. That is so cheeky. He does take hits for it though. But it means that Miko cannot actually pen and cannot actually cap the base. And Crocodile gets another shot in. Miko is hopelessly caught out there. He can't really do much of anything. But no, Crocodile is being set upon by 2 Kranwagens. He's not going to survive this, even with the speed boost. He is absolutely obliterated. And base C is being taken. Miko has been taken out. Prody's is going to be taken out as well. The Defender has been taken out. And we have the 215B and Forever Noob actually ignoring Prody's. Going after Saver and Blessed Days here. With the Kranwagens in the middle. But in this case, Glaki has way too few guns to make it work. And way too few HP when you're called Blessed Days in any case. Forever Noob arriving. Shots missing. But there goes Blessed Days. Save is not going to be long for this world either. Being absolutely obliterated here. But Pashok is actually taken out as well. The Kranwagens doing quite a good job. Even though they've actually no hope of winning here. It was clever gameplay. But splitting their team up in the end didn't work out for them. Trying to take the base B, I think, is what actually cost them the game here, because it made them lose 3 tanks in all, because they were trying to help their teammate and that didn't work out at all. And they're basically stealing the base just to boot. Mary Lou has absolutely no chance here, and there he goes. Yes, Insanity. I'm going to be playing, streaming, not playing, EG versus Vil in the EU stream later on. And that means it's now 1-1 here for Glaki versus Mercy. Again, it is a best of 5. Team that reaches 3 victories first will win, and we are now moving to Hellas. Hellas, I feel, is a map that is very bad for tournaments because it is so tiny. I mean, I'm not even sure if it should be like a tier 10 map. It's just meh. I like it as a map, but not in high tiers. And we have Gleiki now ready in, again, 6 Kranwagens and a Batchat. Yes, they are seriously taking 6 Kranwagens. I lost my hit points. And they're going to do it again. And we have Mercy now ready with 2 IS4s, 2 Kranwagens, 2 E5s, and a 215B. This is actually Fuji's reaction to 6 Kranwagens being taken. Sounds like sis to me. It is very, very true. It is such a... I can't say weird because it makes sense to them and it makes sense for this server, but it's strange to us. I like it. Let's see. That is true. Boop boop. 80 seconds left to go before we go into the third game of this second matchup. 1-1 the score. Anything can still happen. And here we go. Let's see. So many Kranwagens though, honestly. But hey, whatever floats your boat, I guess. Let's see. Lovely little camo on the Batchat. 7 and up. There we go. Blessed Days heading towards the base C area. Gleiki splitting up a little bit. Mercy sticking very close together here. All going towards B. But not actually the first one to cap it. And I kind of wonder what they're going to be doing when they're all together like this. Base B has been capped. Base C as well, but Mercy capped just that split second earlier. And now we have Mercy pushing through the middle. Not going to cap just yet, but they might. There he goes, stealing base A. Mary Lou is on his own, which they don't know yet. Nerf not going for the kill. We have a bunch of Kranwagens and the Batchat at base C. Probably hoping to get crossfire. Or in any case shots. Mary Lou. They think probably... Well, they're actually pretty spread out. Not sure what they're going to be doing here. Not actually sure, I lost my hit points, whether it's the stat that is working out. It's more like what they did with them that isn't working out. Mercy outplayed them, quite frankly. But 6 Kranwagens, if you can get that DPM in one place, that is brutal. Right now though, not much is happening. Kranwagens are rotating back to the spawn. And now we have a lot of Kranwagens stuck together. But unspotted for the most part. There we go, Defender has been spotted. Thing is that with them using the speed boost to get back to the spawn, it actually means that they cannot use it now to rush. Mary Lou taking a shot into Nerf. Crocodile and Nerf now being pushed. Mercy responding, the Batchat arriving at the back. This is always tricky when you push here. Oof, Crocodile losing a lot of hit points there. But we have Mercy like right behind here. It's not going to be easy to take them, and they sense that Miko is alone. They know the Batchat is arriving. But now we have Gleiki sort of like responding immediately. going after Nerve and Crocodile. Basically, Mercy abandoning their position here is costing them 2 tanks. They did take out Defender though. Something is not looking too healthy. He's a one-shot now. He did take a nice hit into Blessed Days though. Oof, we have Mercy literally dropping in on people. Leota has been taken out. This is always a tricky thing. In this case, base B is now being stolen, which means that Mercy will only get points for kills, which is not going to be too easy. They're not going to just be giving them. Proteus driving back. He has some friends here with more shots loaded than he. Vertixson not looking too healthy. There goes Forever Noob. This is Glake's game. Again, by very clever gameplay on their part. I didn't think originally that this would work for them, to be fair. And that had mostly to do with the fact that the way that they were pushing, and Mercy, the way that they positioned. Mercy actually moving from that position to go after Miko cost them the game here. Had they stayed, well, not necessarily hold down, they needed to cover fire their teammates, but had they not moved like that, then their teammates couldn't have been rushed. I cannot speak Russian, so I have no idea what you're saying about project. I'm sorry for that, but just like, if you want me to understand what you're saying, you have to speak English. Let's see, did I already up? Yes, I did. Don't want to risk that. Let's see. 1 minute left to go. Potential match point for Galeki now. And if they win, that means that Mercy is like knocked out on the first day. Oof. But we see Galeki now taking less Kranwagens. They're actually taking only 5 this time. Together with an E5 and a Batchat. And they're going to go up against a Vickers and IS4. 1 Kranwagen, 2 E5s and 2 215Bs. 30 seconds left to go before we go into this potential final match of the evening for the RU server days. Let's see. I'm kind of curious to see what will happen. I mean, of course, as streamer, you want as many matches as possible, and I will be very surprised to see Mercy go if they lose this. But Galeki has done quite a few brilliant moves here. So I'm kind of rooting for them as well. And here we go. It's kind of like what I lost my hit points at. I'm rooting for Galeki just because of those strats. They play. I like clever gameplay like that. I really do. And here we go. Nope. There we go. It helps if I'm actually like in the game. I want to go up. There we go. Blessed Day is going into the spotting position. Has to be careful there, but because, well, in the EU you generally see blind shots. It is RU, so you never know. Mercy holding in their spawn. Base C being taken though by the Vickers. Thing is that there's quite a few Kranwagens over here. And that can work out against them. Base B being taken. Kranwagen's going to hold base C. Cher trying to decide what to do. Kabanchik. Crocodile over there. Kranwagen's pushing quite aggressively, but now having seen Spore Avenue, they kind of pull back. Most of Mercy has been spotted going towards base C. Thing is though that Kranwagens are in a bit of bicker with the amount of tanks that will be against them, but Galeki has quite a point advantage here. And the point advantage is getting more because they can't really cap base C. It is dangerous to do so. Crocodile Kabanchi getting out of there. Someone from Clagy wants to get base A, but they're not really needing that. I think they want to avoid that because it's probably going to be covered, which they're not wrong about, honestly. Vic is now ready for any push on A. Thing is, Clagy doesn't have to. They can just wait and hold. They're nearing 500 points. They've got all the time in the world, whereas Mercy needs to push at some point. They're already 200 points behind. So let's see. Yeah, they know that there's a lot of tanks there. There's 5 tanks there. The Kranwagens are now being pushed. And as they do, I'm trying to stay with it, but stupid camera controls. They are pushing the Kranwagens. The Kranwagens are pulling back into a position where Mercy kind of has to come at them. They actually lost the tank doing that. Defender not looking too healthy himself. The rest of Kaleki is arriving. The rest of Mercy is on their way. Defender is gone. Pashok has also been deleted. Vertuxan. Now a juicy target for the Batchat, who's almost gone, and Vertuxan has been taken out. Vickers is arriving, wanting to take out Blessed Days, I have no doubt. And he does. Leota has very little HP left, is taken out. But Cher has lost a ton of HP doing that. Miyoka taken out. It is 3 versus 4. Oof, that not panning is very tricky here. Proteus is being targeted. Focus fire by Mercy on point. And Shai is actually using corpses to defend himself. And now it is 2 versus 3. And this will be tricky as well. Forever Noob. Low on HP. The Vickers as well. He will have to make every shot count. And he's a one shot now himself. And that might have actually won them the game. Saver running away. He has tons of HP. Mary Lou does not. But he just has to hold. As long as he survives. Saver has been spotted. Oof, Mary Lou dying there. That might have actually sealed their fate. Oof, the E5s running away. Nerve, the only one from Mercy with proper HP. And they're going to be running around here. Thing is, if Saver survives, they're not going for the bases. Nerve has been spotted. But he wants Forever Noob. If he gets him. That bounce though. Sorry. Nearly 900 points now. He needs that kill. He really needs it. And then he needs to survive. There we go. 975. He is almost gone. 990. He's going to reload. Oof. No, he's not going to make. Is he? Oh my god, he made it. That was so close. Split second. That was split second word, but oh my god. Mercy losing this game because Saver played so cleverly. Amazing, seriously amazing. Sorry for my throat, by the way, it's acting up right now. That's always the case when I've talking too much. I'll make sure that I've got like a healthy amount of cough drops nearby for the next stream. But that was brilliant, really brilliant. And that means that actually Mercy is out. Linz, don't know Linz, but they're out as well. They lost 3-0 to XC Reborn. That means tomorrow we get these 4 duking it out. And then we have... I think... Are they playing tomorrow as well? Yeah, they are. The second match is tomorrow is them. So that's going to be fantastic, honestly. Can't believe Mercy is knocked out. But... massive kudos to Gleiki, because this was brilliant gameplay. This was beautifully played. And I'll happily stream any games like that. I like clever gameplay. So that is it for me for now. I will be back in, well, half an hour to stream the EU server for you. I will be starting off with EG versus Vale. And after that, I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, I'll be back in half an hour with the EU stream on the EU link and on the EU portal. Bye bye for now.